And my Lord, he said unto me, do you like my garden so fair? You may live in this garden if you keep the grasses green, and I'll return in the cool of the day.
If I were going to try to put into words what this record is about home.
Do you like my garden so pure?
It doesn't feel like a follow-up. It doesn't feel like it comes from my head in any way. When I made Coal, I thought, oh, this will be a little side project. It'll be very interesting, and then I'll go on with my life. And there wasn't no life to go on with when I finished Coal. The Coal record experience was so great. And I remember being taught by Marty Stewart to trust a simple song. And I'm hoping, my hope of hopes, is that my relationship to the songs and the story deepens.
When I was alive, the birds would nest upon my boughs, and through long winter nights, the storms would round me howl.
When I went back to make the record about Coal, it was like discovering this music that you were meant to sing your whole life, only I missed it. So it was like meeting a family member or a long-lost friend or something.
Oh, you weary, restless heart, peace come to you now. Still your wild and wishful soul.
I couldn't have done these songs when I was 20. You know, especially these older songs. They're weighty, a lot of them. And I feel much more able to, I feel like I fit the worn jeans better now. And I think that's a real satisfying thing that feels new to me somehow.
My time has come to sail away. I know you love for me to stay, but I miss my friends of yesterday. Oh, they're calling me home. They're calling me home.
I think a lot of people leave Appalachia because they have to. I meet people all over the country all the time who say, I'm a West Virginian. Really, how long you been gone? 25 years. But they don't think of themselves as a Tennessean. I think of myself as a West Virginian who lives in Tennessee.
West Virginia's where I belong. In the dead of the night, and still in the quiet, I slip away like a bird in flight back to those hills, the place that I call home.
I think there are a lot of songs on this album about West Virginia, but there's also songs about Kentucky. There's a song written by Cy Kahn, who grew up in western Pennsylvania in those mountains. So I really wanted it to be about Appalachia. It's one of the last places in our country and maybe on the planet where people are this attached to where they live. And this is just our spot in the world. It's one of the last places that has its own flavor.
In the coming of the springtime, we planted our corn. In the ending of the springtime, we buried a son.
I think that as I get older and as the culture changes, I realize more and more how special it is. And for lots of reasons, it feels like the right time to make this record.
Well, it's corn in the crib and apples in the bin. Gonna rise again. Ham in the smokehouse and cotton in the gin. Gonna rise again.
Appalachian encompasses more than just bluegrass music. There's a lot of Celtic influence, there's some blues influence, there's some old-time influence. This music got brought over and isolated in the mountains, and then it kind of developed its own flavor. there's all kinds of little threads to this story, and it's very rich tapestry.
Gonna rise again. He planted the seeds just before he died. Gonna rise again.
Each record changes you. Each record teaches you something. The touring teaches you something. The conversations with people and seeing how songs live for other people and how they change in time for you and how they go on and have a life. You know, they don't stay static the way they were when they were on the record. They live. So I can't say where I'll go, but all I can say is, you know, I feel like I'm drinking from a deep well, and I want to keep quenching that thirst.
He walks in his garden in the cool of the day.